my experience really was summed up in it was all I knew. And so being a woman of color, being someone who spent half of my formative years overseas in Germany, I've only really known multiculturalism. And so for me, when I joined the military myself, I looked for places where that was already a thing, so to speak. But once I finished college and got out into the Army myself, I did notice a difference in how I was treated when compared to my peers. I won't say it was worse or better, it just depended on the person, but there was a difference. So I started, even as a lieutenant, asking the why questions. Did they not salute me because they didn't see me or because I'm Black? Did they talk to me that way, or that email come across a certain way because I'm a woman who's Black, or because I'm a lieutenant? There was just always those things. I feel like those are the tiny paper cuts that turn into the wounds that we don't even see at times. You go into an environment saying, I will be the only one of me. How am I going to act? What will I say? And then you turn that around to when you're in your own community, still bringing the service characteristics and that personality too, and feeling accepted has never been a problem, but it's always been an opportunity for me to kind of flex my muscles when it comes to diversity, inclusion, equity, all of those things. I love when people say, what can I do? As opposed to just listing out a bunch of problems. Finding the solution space that fits your fingerprint, that fits your personality and your time, because we all have a million things going on, and your energy is the beauty of where we are as a culture right now. When I was a little girl, maybe 5th grade, I started reciting Sojourner Truth, Ain't I a Woman? Every time there was a talent event or a speech event, my grandfather, he came home one day, and when I lived with him for a year when I was in 5th grade, and he came home and he brought the poem, and he was like, I want you to learn this. So you take it, you learn it, and we're gonna recite it. We're gonna help you become Sojourner Truth and give this speech, right? I did not know at 5th grade what the words meant, but the older I got, the more I read up on her, the more I understood the voice that she had in her movement. She was one woman who had grown up in slavery, who had dealt with tremendous obstacles, but she used her voice. So I tell people all the time, use your voice. Find an organization, find a blog, find a podcast to plug into, and then talk to someone about it. Something as simple as that builds relationships, it breaks down barriers, it helps us identify our own biases because we all have them, and it empowers you with the knowledge that you need to actually have a conversation around all of these issues we're talking about. There are some people who were born to be activists. There are some people who were born to run for office and to be lawyers, doctors, all those things, but we all have to find where we truly fit. For me, I am one of the co-founders of Do More Together, West Point's Black Alumni Organization. We have gone out of our way to build a network of Black grads and supporters, so you don't have to be a grad to be a member of Do More Together, who have these hard conversations, who celebrate our legacies, who plug into the academy and the cadets and our communities. So that's a space that we've created. That's a space that we partner with the academy, with other alumni groups, to provide the platform for people to have conversations, to plug in, to get mentors. So my point in bringing that up is there are so many opportunities. As Do More Together, being West Point's Black alumni organization, we of course can speak the language around being African American or Black, being West Point graduates, being military officers, and then being post-military and being cadets. So we can speak to those things. But everyone out there has a thing that they can speak to. And if you have questions about someone else's background, their experience, there's just abundance of knowledge and opportunities out there these days to talk about those things. That's what I would tell people. Sometimes half the battle or half of the doing is listening. The other half is using your voice.